Hey, hi everybody. Um, let's just do our normal check on the stream quality, sound, and visual. I just want to make sure I'm not pixelating. Thumbs up uh, will suffice. Thank you. Let's take a little sip. And I did look beforehand to see who truly was the first comment. The first person to show love today. Hey, John. Hey, how are you? And that was Mama Sushi. So my comments can't trip me up. Well, anyways, if I look like I'm going in and out, pixelating, whatever, please let me know because that happens here from time to time, especially on an overcast day. Just does. So, yeah, happy Monday. Hey, Lucky. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. And Hershey's here. I saw Mama Sushi and my friend John from Mystic John Paranormal. Good channel. Check him out. Y'all, everybody sub up to each other. Mr. Floyd's Universe, Josh. I did manage to catch some of you this morning, Josh. And Sandy, hi, Sandy. Good to see you. It's always good to see you. And just talking up Millie de la Prida. And then we have, yes, thank you. Thank you for sharing Mystic John Paranormal, the Paranormal's channel. Sorry for flubbing that up. Yes, please, please. Millie has put the link for us in the chat here. And yeah, I mean, I know that looks weird on there, but you can see Mystic John Paranormal. Please, please subscribe to him. He has really good content. And he's been shaking it up a little bit too. He was telling me he felt a little bit inspired by coming into I think we were doing, Bobby and I were doing the Gemini reads and for, Gemini season reads. And he was there and he said he got a little inspiration from just how we were approaching the tarot, more about what we can do at that present moment, maybe seeing the faults in ourself, more of like, the themes, the themes of I mean, because the starter point of anything to me is to help you see how you're holding yourself back first, because those are things that we can actually make steps and changes forward. We can't change what somebody else is doing, but we can be mindful of our reaction, how it affects us. It's really easy to get lost in those situations sometimes. It is, because things can be unfair. It takes sometimes a lot of strength to do the right thing, right? Okay, so today, new moon in Gemini. I had a lot of feelings of, oh yeah, and then we're going to do first love. I haven't forgot. Um, I had a lot of feelings of hesitation before like wanting to click on here. Like I felt like, oh, I forgot this. And I did. I forgot my printout, so I had to go grab that. Just little things. So I feel like with the Geminis especially, sometimes we can get a little excited and blurb. Things come out we don't mean to come out. My Mercury in Cancer helps that a lot with me. So I can thank that being better at keeping secrets or, being mindful, being, using your discrimination, your discernment, rather, not discrimination, your discernment. That's much better. of what is appropriate to tell and what is not. And yeah, sometimes us Geminis just get in trouble. We put our foot in our mouth very easily. So that could be something, especially with this season. You can find yourself maybe more willing to communicate, but there's a sense of the excitement with the air quality there that we can just kind of get swept away and not very focused. So sometimes it's good to just take a pause, especially if it's something, of importance, somewhat of importance, to pause to make sure we got it right, or just do like a little filter, like, is this something I really need to say? Because that's something Geminis need to work on. And then, for others of you, this will be a different time for you where these are going to be good energies for you to have and to just enjoy it while it lasts. It might make you feel lighter, more social, more airy, and playful, a little bit playful, and more interested in learning new things, reading more, socializing more, internet. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah. And you probably will notice this around you as well. And with that said, I imagine there's going to be some mega, flubs, people putting their foot in their mouth on something and having to do a mega big public backtrack. Just saying. All right, let's get to our first lover of the day, Mama Sushi. I'm just curious. See, it would have shown, hey, Victor, I don't know if I said hi. Truth Wave, Truth Wave Meditation, please check him out. I was about to say paranormal, which I cannot say that word today, obviously. It doesn't want to cooperate. That word can't come out. Hey, Kristen Louise, good to see you. Nine Worlds Intuitive Tarot. Please check her out. She gives very insightful readings. And Audra, hi, hi, hi. And happy Memorial Day, everybody. Oh my gosh. Hi, Fatima. I'm just going through this quickly because, when I start putting all the comments on this stage, we're here forever. Minimizing the ADD distractions. Okay, what? Mama Sushi is really hiding in these comments. Lord. Okay. And Millie's would have been the first one I saw today. Weird, weird, weird. Okay. Wow. Sorry, y'all. Oh my gosh. Okay. Never mind. Mama Sushi, you are it. Sorry, I don't get to show you on the big screen. Yeah, it's just not going to happen right now. So let's get Mr. Predicto. And that's another thing with mutable signs is going with the flow, being flexible, not being too strict and stiff. It's like kind of rolling with the punches, like being a twin mom. I can try to be as rigid as possible, but that's just not going to work. I mean, they're human beings. They have different ideas. Different things happen all at once. So yeah, my mutable side really helps out with that. All right, let's prime him. So Mama Sushi, the first love in here, we get a yes or no question from Mr. Predicto Kitty. Of course, it's something you'll ask yourself to the universe, and it will be transmitted in the ethers and spoken by this cheeky little guy. All right, but we have to turn him on first and let him say his first, I call it priming him. All right.
Yes, as certain as a cat lands on its feet.
That reminds me of a Southern saying. Does a cat have climbing gear? I don't know if y'all heard that one before, but yeah, it's one around here. I like it. Okay, so I think that probably should give you enough time to think of your question. And we're going to see how difficult it is for me to get him to talk again. The first time is always so easy. It's funny. I'm collecting a review. Eventually, I'll post on here about this guy. All right. What is our answer for Mama Sushi? See? Cheeky. There we go.
Totally.
These answers, totally. So totally, it is totally whatever you thought it was. It's a totally yes or a totally no. It's totally whatever you think it is. That's the way I'm reading into that. But yeah, yeah. Something is totally or will totally happen. We'll roll with that. But you are pretty intuitive yourself, my friend. Mama Sushi joined us in remote viewing practice not too long ago. And might I say, she is very, very good at it. So, yeah, enjoyed having you there. Max Vision remote viewing practice, something like that. Make sure you get the right one, though, because I think there was like two floating around there. I think maybe like one you had to abandon or something and start a new one. Oh, Mama Sushi, my little goose family just walked by. They walk in a row, the Canada geese. They I don't know if it's the mom or the dad who leads, and then the littles they walk in a straight row right behind them in like a single file line, and then one of the parents is in the back. So yeah, I just saw that. They looked happy. So just thought I'd mention that. All right. What did I want to talk about? Lord, new moon. Karen, honestly, yes, I refer to myself in the third person. Please let me read comments. Oh gosh. Oh, thank y'all for subscribing to John. He is really nice, and he has a birthday coming up too. He's a Gemini as well. So yeah, May Gemini. Add that. The May Gemini. I'm thinking, I'm like, who are my June Geminis like me? Listen to me. I sound so pathetic when I said that, like pitiful. Where are my June Geminis like me? Oh my gosh, too much. But anyways, happy birthday, John. I hope you have a wonderful, fabulous birthday. Okay. Yeah, so sorry for all the confusion last week. I was I know this is gonna be like a year theme for me, so this is something like I'm gonna have to be careful about. I'm having some like Neptune stuff, some 12th house stuff, and it's making me mentally foggy. Like it's like a mental fog. And I'm getting like a lot of I guess downloads. I feel like there is, like very spiritual and very just I don't know. Sometimes it's an overwhelming feeling. It can feel a little tiring. So yeah, I got really confused and it was on another timeline of some sort. So yeah, I don't know what was happening here for Karen, but I made sure to separate the news this time. And yes, it is a new moon in Gemini. It will happen, I think, here in my time zone about 11:03 p.m. Eastern. So, yeah. least that's what I remember seeing anyways. So yeah. Um, May 24th, that's past Saturn entered Aries. Interesting. You know, Saturn is really about, I mean, how we talk about like, I talk about being daddy. Is the, you know, setting the rules and the boundaries. You feel the restrictions. And to me, with a, you know, that fiery sign of Aries and being a cardinal, being a starter, maybe like try to like embrace that courage to start something, even as difficult as it may feel. That could be something that, you know, we can work with. Absolutely, I believe. And let's see. Yes, we have our new moon in Gemini. And I felt like there was something else that switched too. Where our Mercury's in Gemini now. Yes. A happy, happy home for Gemini and Mercury. And something you'll notice probably during the season too is not just like an increased communication, but also perhaps even talking to siblings more, short trips, things like that. You could have some really cool new ideas that are creative. That's something about like Geminis is like uniting like the creative, like putting the fun in learning ideas and taking information. But it but would like to take it mostly in a more lighthearted manner than say a Sagittarius or opposites would. So it can come across as being a little bit more superficial, to be honest, but it's just a different processing of information, and there's nothing wrong with that. Different strokes for different folks, they say. All right. So I'm just looking. Look, okay. Yeah. We have, June 5th, Venus enters Taurus. That should feel good because Venus loves, Taurus loves Venus, you know, it's its ruler. So yeah, that's definitely a great place for Taurus to be for sure. I'm not like going through all of the aspects right now. I'm probably will touch back on those later. So I'm going to do some more fun stuff. And you know, you'll forget them by the time we get there. So I know I do. There's just a lot to keep up with. Oh yeah, June 8th, Mercury enters Cancer. Not the best place for Mercury to be, but there are some beautiful points to it, and I do know a lot about it because that's my Mercury is in Cancer. Very sentimental and has a really good memory for things, but the memory is linked to emotions that were felt. Like I can remember how something felt, and because of that feeling, I remember it more in detail, and can be very creative with all that water in there, and also very good at writing. Um, I think I want to say something about music and the rhythm of music. I gotta look more into that. My girls are fighting. I hear them. I might have to get up and, you know, pull some Saturn stuff. when I'm more of like, when I'm more of a lover. So, anyways, and then I think we have that retrograde. I think Saturn retrograde soon. Gonna double check that again because I'm gonna double check all my information with my mind lately, and that could be a message for all of us. So let's just focus right now on the new moon in Gemini, okay? Oh, and a significant thing though, hold on. Jupiter changes signs on my birthday, June 9th. It leaves Gemini. It goes to Cancer. Woo! It's like happy birthday, Karen. Not. Just kidding. It's all right. I still have Virgo to look forward to. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go check on them real quick. Yeah, I gotta make sure they're okay. So, just freshen up your coffee and I will be right back. Okay, thank you all for being so understanding and patient with me in my universe. I appreciate and love y'all for that so much. My little girl, oh my Lord, I don't think this is gonna happen. But it did. Well, that's probably the last time it'll happen with a normal lighter. All right. She dug the wax out of my candle. Yeah, they're they're into everything because they're Geminis too. So they're super curious into everything. And yeah, they're talkative, they're super chatty, and they laugh a lot, which is cute. And they're pretty smart. They're already like counting, they're starting to count past 10, and they're saying their ABCs, and they just turned 3. And I mean, I don't know, my memory's like a little bit off. And it was the time during COVID too, my son. So I mean, he had that working with him. But I felt like it took him longer. But then there were other things. But they're into everything. You have to watch them all the time. They are whew, fast, fast, and they're smart about it too. They're tricky. Listen to me. They are. So, and I know that I can see it too. And they have that charm too, like kind of like a Libra will have, like the batting of the eyelashes, or Nancy June to come up and be like, "Oh, I love you," and I'm like, "What did you do? What did you do?" I know, I see it. I see it. But yes, and I think I did breeze right over this, and I shouldn't have, but um, I do want to wish, in the States here, it's our national holiday, Memorial Day, for all who have served for this country. My grandfather, he actually was there. What was the D-Day in Korea? He was in the Korean War. Yeah, that messed with him. And I don't know a lot of stories, so nobody really wanted to talk about it. But he did come back with a Purple Heart. I do know that much. He passed his liver, and I think I was like 12, about 12. But anyways, yeah. And he was a Taurus, and he married my grandmother, who is a Gemini. So there's something with Taurus and Geminis a lot, if you haven't noticed, because um, I think we kind of naturally attract each other with with some of the way, like, that our Mercuries and like our Venus, certain planets that can't go further outside of a certain sign span, that we have overlapping signs like that. So, because I'm Gemini Sun and Taurus Moon and Rising, but my Mercury went to Cancer, and then my Venus went to Gemini. So it's an interesting mix. But anyways, thank you so much for your service to our country. We appreciate that. Okay, so new moon in Gemini ruled by Mercury. So we are looking at Mr. Mercury, the fastest moving planet, right? So mental clarity, communication, curiosity, which I spoke of, and new ideas. That can feel like really exciting to just roll with that. And yes, I have a protester already again. I wish they could get along. All right. Um, so it's a good time to reset your mind, speak your truth, but with discernment. Don't blurt it all out at once. There's some wisdom in some silence or fewer words. And it's a great time to launch new writing or creative projects. Yeah, Mercury uh, is direct right now. It is, so that's good. It doesn't go retrograde till I believe July. So that's a great feeling for an air sign as well. Um, and Mars is lending motivation as well. And as you know, fire and air are great friends. But they can get a little carried away or put the other out. But yeah, they're generally, they're both masculine. So yeah, they're natural friends here. So yeah, it's a great time to plant mental and social seeds. And that's what the new moon is about. It's about the new. It's about setting intentions. Even a good time right now, since we're like halfway through the year, is to think about a long-term goal, like over this next 6 months, to set an intention for that. It doesn't just have to be something for this month or whatever. I mean, you can time and base them for that. It's just working with the energies is all it is. It's being in a more favored light of a certain energy. So yeah. So we talked about beginning writing, teaching, or speaking projects, having an important, honest conversation. Start a new mental or communication habit. That's a good one. Even like self-talk, right? How we talk to ourselves. I talk about that a lot. Connect with your local or online community. Good job. Y'all are here right now. Thank you. And just let yourself explore, learn, and stay curious. Stay curious. I put some possible like journal prompts that could be good since, it is a good time to write. And just write, like, don't overthink it. Just like let the words come. A lot of the times when I write, sometimes I'll go back and I'll take things and I'll turn it into a poem or something, but something about being honest, and just writing down. Don't overthink it, okay? It's an exercise, not something to stress about. All right, so journal prompts. What old stories or beliefs about myself am I ready to rewrite? Yeah. Fighting the programming there of something. Yeah. Not letting a belief that is holding us back. We're rewriting that. That would be really a good thing to reflect on. Where am I not speaking my truth? And what might change if I did? What lights up my curiosity right now? And how can I follow that spark? That's fun. How can I express myself more freely and authentically in words, in tone, in silence? And what conversations do I need to initiate? And which ones do I need to let go of? I'm laughing, especially in that second one. Yeah, we don't need to say it all. We don't need to say it all. And a suggested, like a crystal ally right now, blue lace agate. Supports clarity, calm, and expression, and it's great for your throat chakra, for throat chakra work. Blue lace agate is very lovely. It's a very beautiful, beautiful one. I don't think it's that rare, is it? I don't think so. I don't know much about that. I'm learning. Okay, so I have a fun spread with some questions for the new moon in Gemini. Hold up, let me grab, there's something. Yes, there it is. Okay. There it is. Let me see. When I was pulling, my nose is itching. What was that? Like a message or something? All right. When I was pulling other cards, this card, so I told y'all, like, I've got like a mess I'm dealing with right now. And yeah, this card was just like hanging out. And that's the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is mutable. That is Gemini. It is, oof. Okay, no. That's Jupiter in Gemini. Okay, whew. That's Jupiter in Gemini. But see, it's a limiting, it's a restriction, but it's something our mind is limiting. It's a limiting belief. And yeah, it isn't easy, okay? Some of these things can be really difficult. It's not like, like, oh, just walk out. You can do it. I mean, sometimes it requires a lot of strength to do some of these things. A lot, like for the Chariot, self-determination and willpower to get past that. But I mean, but at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, it may like really be hard. It may really, send you through the ringer, but you do have the power to make some type of change or choice with that. It's just getting to the point where you're ready. Believe me, I understand how that feels. I told you I would use the deck that I miserably fell during my walkthrough because I didn't realize that this is the Blue Dog Rose Tarot by, I think, Nikisha. Yeah. I didn't know what suits were suits because it didn't say on there. It wasn't a picture. I was right about the wands, I believe, being dogs. Okay. I think I got that one. Or no, I didn't. Did I? Or are those cats or are they dogs? Nope. No, I sure did not. Okay. Okay. Starting off, she put swords first, which is unusual for me. The first sword to be first. But anyways, so cats or swords. Cats or swords. Cups were birds. And I thought the birds were the swords because of communication. But yeah, that makes sense, being cups being birds. I can roll with that. The clubs or the wands were the dogs, and the pinnacles were the rodents. That's what she put. No shade on rodents. That's just the word she wrote, because that covers a lot of different ones, right? Okay, so in this spread, we're going to be looking at like what story are we being asked to release? what truth wants to be spoken or discovered, where can we invite more curiosity and openness, and what fresh narrative or belief system am I ready to plant now? So it's kind of looking at the different aspects of some of the things I was talking about and bringing them together, especially like in those journaling points. This is the mini size deck too. It's really nice cardstock. It's really very reasonable price, but it's a digital guidebook. So that's why I didn't have a printout either to refer to. The first time I wasn't really able to discern what was what. But with the pet deck, some of them can be a little bit more difficult to figure out which is which. And hello to anybody coming in. Wow, okay. All right, I'm going to put these up here. Interesting. Yeah, the Two of Swords and Justice come out. That's okay. That's Libra all the way. That's Libra. That's Libra. Stalemate. Stalemate. Over what is wrong and what is right. Something needs to be balanced. With justice, though, that's universal balance, though. It'll come in and balance it. You just hope you're on the right end of it. Do the right thing. And you'll be all right, usually. Okay. Let's cut the deck. I feel like I had some kind of like announcements. People doing things in their channels. I'm like, sorry. Oh, the Three of Swords. This one is interesting because it's just like back turned. This is like when I'm picking up I like to look at what was on the bottom when I cut the deck. Oh, the Eight of Swords in reverse, letting something go, not letting it get in your mind. And that's funny because the Eight of Swords fell out of my everyday witch. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Okay. Holy smokes. I'm looking to see if these got mixed up well enough here. I'm going to like mix these up just a few more times just to be sure, okay? Another detail thing there, because I saw the Knight of Swords in reverse in the bottom. But I feel like, you know, the spirit message definitely was the Two of Swords and the Justice coming out. So, yeah. Where did I say that was? Jupiter. No, the Eight of Swords was Jupiter and Gemini. The Two of Swords is, oh God, that's Libra. Yeah, that's so Libra. Which one is that? It's not Saturn. Moon and Libra. Moon and Libra. But the moon that does affect your emotions. And we're in a new moon. It's dark during a new moon, right? It's hard to see something. There's something can't see. There's something can't see. I don't know. Not sure which way to go with it. But I think that justice can be had. I'm going to mix these up really good. Just be patient with me. Tuning into the energies. And another flyer. I need to cut the deck. All right. Let's see which this was. Kit. I would call this the Page of Pentacles. So there is something to be learned. There is something new that needs to be learned. And it's very real. Like it's something that can be, you see it in your day-to-day life. It's a skill. It can be creative. It can be a lot of different things. But the thing is like you're learning it to bring it to life, to manifest. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse, though. There could be some, what do you call that? Procrastination. The Queen of Cups in reverse. Maybe some, emotional kind of upset. But we have the Emperor in the bottom, which has been such a theme lately, this Emperor. That's daddy energy to me. So, yeah. You can't make this up. I feel it. The will. 10, 10, 10. The will. Okay. The will is our card 1. Oh, the Queen of Swords in reverse. Oh my. Okay. Yeah. All right. The 3 of Cups in reverse. That has been coming out a lot too. And the Moon reversed. Okay. I'm going to show you all these. All right. So what story are we being asked to release? And I'm going to like read these very intuitively. Okay. Especially with these images, but yeah, kind of speaks for itself. Turning our wills too hard constantly, but see, like it's exercising, but not going anywhere with the will. I mean, yes, the will is always changing. We don't need to stick our foot in the will, but with a Gemini mindset, we need to make sure that we're not wearing our mind out thinking too hard about something as well and staying in that will, because we need to go to the next step here, which actually is what is justice if you follow the normal. Well, actually, that isn't the normal one. That's not the OG order of strength and justice. But anyways, that if you know what I'm talking about. Goodness. She didn't number her justice in this. All right. She didn't number her kind of. Oh, goodness. What truth wants to be spoken or discovered in this? Well, I feel like it's something that maybe we're upset about. It's the Swords. The Queen of Swords upright is very clear, very logical, can kind of keep the feelings out of it, right? Reversed can either be like extra cold in a very like in your face kind of hot way or just like diabolically cold, or can be really emotional. It's not she's not in her normal state to be able to look at things objectively, clearly. So there's maybe something that needs to be said here, because it's, something that I feel is external, and especially it's external with the 3 of Cups in the reverse, which is interesting. Where can I invite more curiosity and openness into my life? The 3 of Cups in reverse. I mean, that's kind of like that's like some dumpster fire stuff to me when it's in the reverse, or like you feel like gossiped about or done wrong somehow, alienated or alienating yourself. some way here, but perhaps something needs to be looked at again with there. And also to reevaluate friendships. Maybe be more curious about a different kinds of friendships. Friends that make you feel better. Be open to others, even if you've been hurt. That's what I just heard. And what fresh narrative or belief system are you ready to plant? Oh, and this was the Three of Cups. Okay. But it was, upside down here. The moon is really funny. But it's in the reverse. And to me, in the reverse, it's seeing the reality of a situation. It's seeing the reality. And sometimes the reality doesn't feel great. It's wanting to feel more clear about something. And it's funny, with it in the reverse. I mean, on a new moon, it's the darkest the moon is, right? I feel like this is something with the will. I feel like this is something that kind of comes out over like the next moon cycle, because it's dark and then it'll illuminate, and then you kind of deal with the aftermath until it wraps up. So there's something that, if it's making you feel unclear, foggy, like a mental fog, upsetting you emotionally, mean friends, family, all kinds of things with that, with the Three of Cups in the reverse. That can go a lot of different ways. But with the three, it involves more people, is what that's telling me. And yeah, I think it's just something we need to get clear on. And with the Emperor energy at the bottom, it's like I feel like there's a overall kind of need to want to take back control, take back charge of something. Like maybe we've been a little too lenient in some things. We need to go back with that Page of Pentacles, the little kit, and go back to the basics there. There could maybe be even ways to learn new ways to talk and communicate about something too. There could be some research that could be done with, especially it being in Gemini, and to make sure that you feel balanced before having a difficult conversation as well. To be just, to be fair. And also, this is like a friendship card to me too. The Page of Pentacles is sometimes it's an offer of friendship. So maybe even somebody could offer you, maybe you meet somebody new, and a new friend or something, and you feel unsure from past experiences. But I feel like there's a leap to trust that something else could be good, or to let go of some others so you can make room for the new. Let's get some charms. I have not been reading comments. I apologize. Oh, good. Y'all can see me. Okay, awesome. I've missed way too much. Okay. That one stuck to my finger. Okay. I did see my Astro dice go too, and I wanted to roll these as well. We got Libra and we got Mars. Diplomatic action. I don't know. Libra and Mars is kind of a weak placement for that. Not usually, I mean, it's not, I mean, because it is air in a fire. But you know, the Libran tendency to overthink something, to get caught in between two. It's that push and pull to it. Okay, our charms. But yeah, Libra is a thing. Libra is a thing. We've got 5. 5 is, you know, changes, right? Changes, things changing, can be conflicts. It's a struggle sometimes with the 5, but also you're halfway there. And we got a 3. So there's something about 3 here for sure. And yeah. We got the jail door. I need to, like, you know, yeah, speak your truth about something. Set yourself free from someone, a group, something here. You're finally gonna see something clearly here. Oh my gosh, yes, we've got the marble. That's all about clarity to me, and it has blue inside of it, which is the throat chakra. And we got blue, blue, blue. Blue is the theme. We've got a blue crown. And we had a Queen of Swords in here. Interesting. We have a button, but it's not sewn on or anything. It's just, yeah, it's just by itself, not attached to anything. Something hasn't been fixed or resolved, perhaps. And I don't know if this one will work. Nope, it won't. It's like a misfire because these are like little like Lego things, and this piece won't like shoot out. So there's something in there, and it's red too. It's like, look for the red flag on something. There can be a delay on something. Something is blocked from going forward. The mental being blocked. Interesting messages. Let's pull like a couple of oracles, and I hear my girls are like getting big mad again. Oh goodness. Always something. We most certainly need to pull a Moonology. Oh my gosh. Oh. I'm really aggravated because I remember like people had these like shows and stuff I was going to talk about. I should have written them down to share. My bad. But I do know like Krista with Blindly Inspired goes on at noon. I think Conversations with Christy might be on now or coming on soon. But I felt like there was something special in the evening. Hershey, Meta Mondays. I think hers is around noon Eastern as well. And I don't know. My friend Jackie's Crystal Moon, she'll be on Bill's channel, the 919 show tomorrow. I think she's coloring a tarot card. Like he colors and she tells him what colors to do. I did it with the star. It's fun. It took us 2 episodes. We just talked about a lot of different stuff. It's fun. It's a hit thing for him. Everybody's wanting to do it, which is cool. Makes me happy for Bill. Everybody likes it so much. And I apologize, like I can't keep up with chat today. So I hope that y'all are enjoying the chat amongst yourselves. A time for healing. Hold your vision. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius is on the bottom. Let's see what was on the top. Ooh, interesting. I love when a card makes me go, wow, okay. Okay, I mean, this is a new moon, but look, a void, of course, moon. Nothing will come of this situation. Maybe we're worrying about something too much. Oh, goodness. I know I set the book aside because this is one you want to go to the book on, right? There you are. There you are. My citrine star was on top of it. Let's see. Oh, there, full moon. Oh, wait. I'm looking at the wrong one. Void, of course, moon. Void, of course, moon. I'm going to talk about that one. Okay, yeah, definitely need to talk about that. Okay, so it says here in a form of astrology known as horary, where charts are cast according to when the question is asked and decoded. It's really complicated, horary is, by the way. A void, of course, moon means nothing will come of this matter or the situation will bear no fruit. So there's something you need to let go of because it's not bearing fruit. Yeah, it's not pushing you forward. You've learned everything from out of something you can learn. I just heard that too. It's time to move on. This may or may not be good news depending on what you're asking. If you were worried about something, whatever it was, this card can be taken as a sign that there's nothing to worry about. However, if you're asking about a new project of any kind, including a new relationship, it's a sign to adjust your expectations or change things so you get a different outcome. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, with the moon reverse is not to be more transparent too, to not be so wishy-washy or unclear, right? But of course, this is just, remember that none of this can actually predict what you are currently creating. Only you can change that with both behavior and beliefs. Okay, so that our behaviors as well, that does come out in how we communicate. So, attuned to the moon, I trust in my highest good. In additional meanings, it could be the chances of something are diminishing or something is better around the corner. Believe that you will get what you need. Surrender to the divine. Take time out, meditate, and contemplate. Okay? Because this is a time, a void of course time is not a time that you like to make decisions as well during like major decisions, do major things. It's a short period of time usually. Some are longer than others. But it's a very short period of time that the moon is not in the sign. So yeah, it's definitely a time that you want to avoid doing anything new right at that moment. So whatever it is, I feel like there's something where needs to be evaluated or something needs to be revealed. And here it's saying that I don't think we're going to have to worry about it too much. I feel like we're just like present in the moment, or you already see it, you already know it. And we're just going to have to roll with that a little bit and just, whatever happens here, it's for the greater good. And yeah, you have learned everything you can learn with that wheel of fortune. It's time to move forward. So yeah, and I'm going to go get my girls. We're right at an hour, and I feel good about that. Happy new moon in Gemini. And I will see you all tomorrow, Lord willing. And the creek don't rise. That's another Southern saying. So thank you for being here. Love you all so, so much. And yeah, like, sub, comment, do those YouTube things. Very much appreciated. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.